I feel like I'm giving my cat some food here. It's like cat food.
何にしますか?
Yakitori in a can. Hi, I'm Scott. So I've reviewed a few canned products, especially fish on this channel, but I've never tried yakitori in a can. Now, yakitori is usually, it's like grilled chicken on a skewer and it's like barbecued over like a charcoal flame. So usually you have that completely fresh, straight from the barbecue into your belly, but this is in a can. So I'm just wondering how it's all gonna taste. So I've got two different types. This one here is with the tare, which is the sauce that you usually put on the yakitori. It's like a sweet soy sauce based sauce. And this one here is with Yuzu Kosho, which is another type of flavoring. Now the interesting thing about both of these is they're using shio koji. So can you see it at the top? Oh, that way. You can see at the top, it says shio koji in the little red box at the top there. So this is a very particular style of seasoning in Japanese cooking. It's used a lot for fish dishes or meat dishes, a lot of dishes really, even vegetables, but it's particularly used a lot in yakitori. So what is shio koji? Shio koji is a fermented seasoning made from rice malt called koji, salt and water. It has a mild sweetness, umami depth and natural tenderizing properties, making it a versatile ingredient in Japanese cooking. And if we're going to have yakitori, we've got to have some beer. So today I've got this one here. It's called Karada Free. Again, it's an alcohol-free beer. And this one is made by the Cuisine Beer Company. So let's crack it open. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. Smells all right. Cheers. Oh, that's nice and cold. So we're going to start off with the more traditional one, which is just with the tare, the typical yakitori taste. So I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like inside. There you go. Oh, can you see that there? No, it smells really nice. Smells like a yakitori. The sauce is a typical tare sauce, a little bit sweet, a little bit salty. And there seems to be a fair amount of chicken in there, but I think there's also a fair amount of sauce as well, which is kind of in a jelly form right now. So you could eat it just like this, absolutely no problem, but I'm gonna heat it up and see what it tastes like when it's heated up. But first, let's have a little taste, just as it is. Shall we just taste like right now? So you can see it's kind of got jelly attached to it, but yeah, I'm just gonna try some. It's nice and tender. It's got a lovely taste. This should be even nicer once we heated it up. I feel like I'm giving my cat some food here. It's like cat food. Now, as you can see, all the jelly stuff has melted and become like this kind of a tare sauce. And it smells that the chicken has a much more pungent flavor now, so it smells even more kind of appetizing. So as for how much meat you get in there, to be honest with you, there's quite a lot of skin. So if you don't like skin, maybe it's not all that good for you, but I'm a big fan of chicken skin, so I quite like this kind of thing. The meat is actually rather dark. So if you look at a piece of meat like this, so I don't think that's because the meat is particularly like dark meat. It probably is thigh meat, but at the same time, it has been sitting in the can, so it's picked up a lot of the flavors from the actual sauce. So let's go straight in for a taste of the hot one. It just disintegrated in my mouth. And that was a surprise. Let's try a little bit more. This is surprisingly good. I wasn't really expecting it to be quite so good because it did look like cat food when I put it on the plate. It's so tender. So this is the shio koji, which I talked about before. This helps to tenderize the meat and give it like a really good umami, strong flavor. It brings out the flavor of the chicken and the soy sauce and all the flavorings that have been put in there. Wow, this is surprisingly tasty. I wasn't expecting this. I feel like I'm in an izakaya. Rating wise, I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. I didn't give it full 8 or 9 or even 10 because I thought the pieces of meat were a little bit small. I would have preferred a few more bigger pieces, but apart from that, no complaints. The flavor was good, super tender, really nice with beer. Can't really complain, but 7 out of 10 because it is a canned chicken dish. What does that mean? Okay, next we're moving on to the Yuzu Kosho version. And this is the same yakitori. It's the same with the shio koji at the top there. But this has been flavored with a very special flavoring. So Yuzu Kosho is a type of Japanese seasoning. It's a paste made from chili peppers, yuzu peel and salt, which is then allowed to ferment. So if you've never heard of yuzu, it's like a lime or a small lemon, and it's used a lot in this style of cooking with fish or with meat dishes, and it gives a nice little kind of a citrus touch. So this yuzu kosho is a really nice accent for any meat or fish dish, but let's see what it's like in here. Whoa. Now this definitely has the cat food vibe going on with it, doesn't it? Meow. No, it smells really nice. It's got a nice chickeny smell. You can really start to smell the yuzu kosho coming through. A little bit of a citrus, a little bit spiciness coming through. Yeah, you can smell that. But let's try a little bit before we heat it up. Oh, the meat here looks a little bit pinker, doesn't it? Yeah, that's very nice. It's a lot milder in terms of saltiness, but it's got a slight bit of kick to it because it is made with chili peppers and the yuzu peel, so it does have that particular flavor. Okay, let's dump it on a plate. Okay, I'm not going to say it again, but you know what it looks like. Let's take a close up there. Now, looking at this one here, you can see the meat in all its glory. It's not hiding behind any sauce. I think the last one was kind of hiding behind the brownness of the sauce. This one, it's really clear, so you can see everything. So you can see the skin, you can see the white meat, you can see the dark meat, but it smells really, really good. So let's try some. Now this tastes much better than it looks. It doesn't look all that attractive, I must admit, because the skin is looking a bit wobbly there. Look at that. It's kind of flapping about there, but Now you're definitely getting a more citrus flavor here. So because there is a lot of chicken skin in both of these cans, there's quite a lot of oil coming off. So I think that in this case, the citrus, the yuzu kosho, is really helping to combat the oiliness of the chicken skin. It's kind of making a bit of an oily, I don't know if you can see that there, an oiliness in the sauce itself. But I think you're not really supposed to be enjoying the sauce so much in these, but more just the chicken. And as for chicken, it does have some white meat and some dark meat kind of mixed in here. So it's also nice to have both types of meat. But if I were to choose between both, I would choose the other one with the tare, which is the traditional style, because this one seems just a little bit too light for my personal taste. But as for a rating for the Yuzu Kosho version, I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. It's nothing all that fantastic. The flavor is good, the chicken is tender enough, but the other one seemed a little bit more tender. So if I were to choose between both, I would choose the first one, the tare one. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers!